Hi, fourth graders. Welcome to your Friday lesson. Today, of course, as always, we are going to have two tests, spelling and vocabulary. This is for Unit 2, Week 4. Now, we're going to do things a little bit differently today. You only need a pencil and your spelling and vocabulary notebook. After we finish our tests, then you can go and get your practice workbook for what we're going to do during our assignment period. Now, as you can see behind me, Tong Tong is here. He's hanging out. He's ready to help. So just look to Tong Tong for support if you get stuck on a question. Okay, this is what your spelling and vocabulary tests are going to look like for this week. I want you to do it exactly like how I made it for you here. So at the top of one paper, you are going to write spelling test U2W4, which means Unit 2, Week 4. And you need to put today's date, which is the 15th. Then on a new sheet of paper, it can be the back, it can be a completely different sheet of paper, but it needs to have the lines. You are going to write vocabulary test, U2W4, Unit 2, Week 4. Now look carefully to how I've numbered this paper. Your paper needs to be identical, please. Okay, identical means exactly the same. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the best way to do this is fold your paper in half so you have a line down the middle. You can see on the spelling test, I made a dotted line, and on the vocabulary test, I didn't. You can make the line, you don't have to make the line, but your paper needs to be numbered where 1 and 2 are next to each other, and it needs to be nice and neat so that I can read it. Now, when you upload the picture of your test, don't cut off any numbers. Some of you sometimes cut off the numbers at the bottom, and I count those wrong because I can't see them. When you upload your vocabulary test, your picture can just include 1 through 12. You don't have to include this big empty space at the bottom. Just make sure to check your picture and make sure all the numbers with all your answers are there. Okay, that's it. We're going to have our spelling test first, then we have our vocabulary test, and after that, we will have an assignment period, which is not homework, but it's the time where you use the rest of the LA time to work on something that I give you. Okay, spelling test is first. Make sure you have numbered to 20. If you need to pause your video now, it would be a good idea. Prepare your test paper, and then let's start. Number 1. I will say the word 2 times. Backyard. Backyard. Use the picture to help you understand what I'm saying. Number 2, carpet. Carpet. Number 3, door. Door. Number 4, stormy. Stormy. Number 5, warp. Warp. If you leave plastic in the sun, or if you put like a plastic container, like I can't put this in the microwave. If this got hot, it would become warped. It was kind of hard to find a good picture of the word warp, but just imagine if you put plastic in a hot place, it would get twisted and it would warp. Okay, that was number 5. Number 6, target. Target. There's a really famous store in America called Target, and it's also something you can shoot arrows at. Number 7, core. Core. This is a picture of the center or the core of the earth. Number 8, morning. Morning. Number 9, Target. I made a mistake. I thought this was Target. Sorry. This is not Target. I'm not cutting this out. I'm leaving it in. I hope you think it's funny. This is dart. Number 9, dart. You throw a dart at a target. So the little pointy thing that's very dangerous, that is a dart. Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 10, fort. Fort. Number 11, worn. Worn. My shoes are not new, they are worn. 12, charge. Charge. Number 13, argue. Argue. 14, award. Award. 15, smart. Smart. 16, cord. Cord. 17, bore. Bore. Now, it is not bored. You say, I feel bored, or this class is such a bore. Don't you say that to me. That would hurt my feelings. Number 17, bore. My teacher is such a bore. 18, spark. Spark. Number 19, guard. Guard. Number 20, stork. Stork. Okay, I highly suggest that you listen to these words again. Make sure you didn't accidentally write them out of order and check your spelling. That finishes our spelling test. Please don't forget to immediately take a picture, upload it to Class Dojo. Okay, are you ready for your vocabulary test? We have 12 questions. Make sure your paper looks just like mine, and let's start. I am going to read you the definition, and you choose the vocabulary word that best fits the definition. Use the word box below to help you with spelling. No spelling mistakes, or I will count it wrong because you're not being careful. Number 1, very unusual or remarkable. Very unusual, remarkable. Number 2, containing a substance that harms or kills by chemical action. Number 3, rapid movements back and forth and up and down. Number 4, when liquid flows, trickles, or drips. Number 5, an animal that hunts other animals to eat. Number 6, hid by blending in to its surroundings. Number 7, to leap suddenly and take hold of something. Last one, number 8. Well, this is the last one for the definitions, and then for the rest of the 12, we will have sentences. So, last definition, an animal that is hunted or killed by other animals. Okay, 9 through 12 is a sentence. You need to find the vocabulary word that best fits. Even if more than one can fit, find the one that makes the most sense. Number 9, a lion is a fierce blank that can catch most animals that it hunts. Okay, now I have a fun picture for you of a very scary, ferocious lion that is clearly a dangerous predator. I wouldn't want to see this lion in the wild. Number 10, water blank from the dog's mouth as she drinks. All right, let's see a funny video of a dog drinking. Now, this is a slow motion video where you can see all that dribbling water, but it also teaches us how a dog's tongue works to bring water to its mouth. Pretty interesting. Science. And a little bit gross. Number 11. Some snakes are harmful and blank, but others are not dangerous. Now, get ready. This is a really scary, really deadly snake that you would never want to see in the wild. Oh my goodness, that definitely looks like a harmful snake. Look at his tiny mustache. Number 12, last one of our vocabulary test. Bingsu likes to blank on the toy when she is playing. Okay, here's a video. Now, this is not Bingsu, but it is a cat. So this is your vocabulary word. What is this cat doing? Okay, cute. All right, guys, we finished our vocabulary test. We finished our spelling test. Before you start on your classwork, I would like for you to upload these 2 pictures to Class Dojo so that I can check them and not try to find who's missing their test. Okay, we talked about this yesterday. Now, what I want you to do after you upload your test pictures is go to your practice workbook and work on page 86, 87, and 88. Now, if you're having some trouble understanding what to do, Workshop, page 142 and 143 help you understand the instructions and the main idea of the pages in your practice workbook. So if you're having some trouble, use your workshop to help you, but I want you to complete page 86, 87, and 88 for your classwork. All right, that concludes our Unit 2 Week 4 lessons. I hope that you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed the vocabulary, and I'll see you Monday for our last week of Unit 2, Week 5. Goodbye.